I have brass, I have art, I have embroidery, I even have Italian pottery to show you today. Hi everyone, Andy here. I'm a vintage home decor reseller and today I have a haul video for you. If you watch my channel, you know I pick up a lot of eclectic pieces and today's haul is no exception. I have so many fun things to show you. If you watch my channel, you know first I usually take you shopping with me. I have a little bit of footage while I'm out thrifting and then I'm gonna bring everything home and let you know what I'm gonna keep and what I'm gonna sell in my Etsy shop. So let's get thrifty. So we're gonna kick things off with something so cute. So I love anything small, mini, and this stool is pretty much a mini version. I think it's more so just like a stand that you can elevate decorative items on, especially like a plant would look great on this. It's this tortoise shell bamboo, which I think like the colors on this are just so rich and fun. So yeah, when I saw this $4.99, I definitely grabbed it. I haven't decided if I'm gonna sell it in my Etsy shop or not. I'm sorry, maybe by the time this video gets up, I will have listed it. But yeah, I think a piece like this is extremely versatile because you can actually stick it on top of a surface, a dresser, a console table, a shelf, and just, you know, like I said, elevates, you know, a piece on top. So it gives that extra dimension rather than have everything at the same level, which is really like one note. So yeah, this was a very cool find and for $4.99, had to grab it. So the next thing I picked up is something, anytime I see them, I always grab them because they always sell, are these vintage peg racks. They're very popular. This color way I thought was really nice because it's like more of a honey tone, and then I really liked, oh, it was $3.99 FYI, and then I really liked kind of the thicker, almost like they look a little like a mushroom type of peg. So yeah, these are very popular, always sell well for me. So if I can find them under $5, I usually pick them up. They're not like high value sales, but because they are like so compact like this and fairly sturdy and you can get them really cheap, I usually pick them up and sell them anyways. Next thing I'm gonna show you is kind of like funny. You're gonna be like, why didn't you pick that up? And the reason is because I do a lot of styling now that I have this new studio space and I need pieces that I can style with. So I'm not just shopping for myself or my Etsy shop, I'm also shopping because I love doing styling videos. So these fake apples, yes, fake fruit, are gonna come in really, really handy. I thought that they were like super well done. I thought they looked really realistic. I like the green on them. I mean, it came with a whole set and then also, I guess, a star fruit, which was like less exciting for me, but they were $5.99 or $4.49 for the set. So I do sometimes like faux kitchen styling, and so I'll have like pedestal bowls. It's one of the really big sellers for me, and so I usually need fruit for that, and I don't always have fruit that I can style with like ready in the house. And so I thought this would be like a really great way to kind of get that look, especially since they were so realistic, and I feel like on camera people won't know. So anyways, yeah, you'll start seeing me accumulate stuff like this too, because like I said, I need it for styling. Now, it wouldn't be a haul video unless I showed you something brass. So the things that I got are brass this time. Actually, this is, I think, the only brass I have to show you today. But I thought these were amazing, amazing sconces. So they're for candles, really heavy and sturdy, have this like lovely, like old world kind of traditional detailing and the really cool finial at the bottom. Yeah, these are really popular right now. Obviously flanked over a fireplace, put in a gallery wall or in a nook. They're just really, really versatile. And when you find them in a pair, like I always grab things like this. They were $10.99 a piece, which definitely, like, in my opinion, like paid up. Usually I like to get this stuff for like well under $10, but when you can find a pair, I had to grab them. One thing that's really awesome is kind of like change the lighting game. So when you're looking at going out and looking for shopping or even for picking up for resale, is that there's so many battery powered lighting options out, taper candles, puck lights, you name it. So pieces like this, where before people would be like, how am I gonna light this up? I'm not gonna go and light this. And so a lot of times if it's not functional, people don't wanna pick it up. But now all these things can be made functional because there are all these battery powered options. So imagine putting a battery powered taper in this. It would make like way more options rather than having to get your lighter out and candles and melt and the mess. So yeah, these are amazing and they will be available in my Etsy shop. So continuing with like candle stuff, I got a set of these. The other one is actually like still packed away, but I'm actually probably not going to use this. I'm probably just gonna like keep it in case I find something later on that needs it. But I think just as a candle holder itself, this is really beautiful. I'm trying to collect a bunch of wood candlestick holders right now because I love putting together collections. I do that a lot with brass. They sell really well for me. So I thought I would give it a try with wooden candlestick holders. So anyways, this is going to be part of a collection coming up. Yeah, but I just thought the pieces were so, so beautiful. So not on Etsy yet, but it will be soon when I actually amass enough of these. And the final candle thing before we move on to other stuff is this set of Danish candles. So I have so many varieties of candle holders. It's ridiculous. I have teeny tiny dollhouse. Actually, sorry, I have a Band-Aid. I'm sure you're like, oh, maybe I'll use this hand. I have a teeny tiny candles for doll houses that are like this size up to like big, huge candlestick holders. So I usually need like a wide variety of candles for styling. So anytime I see tapers of a different size, I usually always pick them up. And this one actually came with two cute little holders in it too. So this was $2.99, which I thought was great because there are 10 candles in here, which is more than I'll ever need. So yeah, anytime I find this, I always pick it up. And I always recommend to people, if you're into candle holders, especially ones that are vintage, make sure you're also looking for vintage candles, because a lot of times vintage candle holders need vintage candles because candle sizes have varied over time. Okay, so we're done with all the candle stuff. Let's move on to some art pieces. So the first thing I got was this really cool pencil drawing. I thought it was awesome. It's very well framed and matted, like very much like professionally framed. Artist signed at the bottom. I just thought it was like a very cool piece. I've been picking up a lot of stuff for like more monochrome decorating. Like I decorate obviously very colorfully, but I've been really getting into decorating and styling with monochrome pieces. It's not something I have in my home, but it's something I know a lot of people are really into. So I bought this because I thought, oh, it looked awesome in someone's gallery wall, and it just is a very different piece of art for me, so I can't wait to give it a try in my Etsy shop. Now, a piece of wall art that I'm super excited about, is this embroidered piece. So, I mean, look at all of that detail. And I thought the pattern was so unique and the colors were so unique. So yeah, I had to pick it up. It was $4.99. Definitely this was also like professionally framed on the back. In really, really, really good shape, very vibrant. So yeah, pieces like this are amazing in a gallery wall because it looks like art, but it's very textural. And so it just definitely like elevates the look on the wall. So this will also be available in my Etsy shop. So I also picked up 2 picture frames, which I'm not usually picking up, but I'm in like gallery wall mode. As you can see, like I've been playing around, like if you've been watching my channel, you know, like this keeps changing a little bit. Over my desk, I've been changing stuff. I just have like art hung everywhere. I promise a studio tour is coming. But when I saw this picture frame that was circular, like this oval shape and this really beautiful wood tone, I just thought, you know what? I wanted to give myself options for ways to display art and pictures, and I don't want them all to be, you know, rectangles and squares. So I thought, ooh, this would be really fun. So it's $5.99, which I thought was kind of high, frankly, for a thrift store frame. But you know, it's beautiful. So I thought I would pick it up. It will not be available in my Etsy shop, and it may be on a gallery wall soon. So the next picture frame I picked up is this one with all this like colorful broken glass. Now, several years ago, I want to say like 15 years ago, I actually found one like this. I want to say I probably picked it up at Home Goods. And I really loved it. And actually I take it out for Christmas time. It matches like more of my Christmas decor. And I have a picture of my husband and I at this like charity ball that we went to when we were first dating. And so I have a lot of nostalgia. I'm like, huh, anytime I see frames like this, and I thought, you know what, why not grab this one and I can display a really cute like family photo in it next to that one of my husband and I when we were first together. So anyways, that's why I picked this up. It's not particularly valuable. It probably was made, like I said, fairly recently. But sometimes when you see stuff like this and it gives you like, feelings, you have to pick it up. So on top of like candles and the fake fruit, I've also been picking up a lot of books for styling. Savers or Value Village near me has the best deals in my opinion on books. Like Goodwill books are usually like $7 to $10. I'm not even joking. Where Value Village are like $3.99 or less, especially if you have a coupon or like their deal days. So anyways, I always look at their books there because they have a really good variety. I got this book, which I know is an oldie, definitely an oldie, but it's one I've always wanted to read. I love Grace Bonney. She's from Design Spun. She was like one of the original like design influencers. I have been a fan of hers from the very beginning when she was doing it. God, it was like 20 years ago now. I mean, it's crazy. So this is a book that she wrote. And so yeah, really, really excited to read this. And plus styling with it with the white spine here will look really, really nice in pictures. And then I also got these two older books. This one, which is a really lovely like Kelly green. And then I also got this one, which is gray with some of the like a nice blue writing. So yeah, these types of colors are awesome because they really go with a lot of like neutrals, but if you want like a little bit of pop of color, and especially since these ones too like have a little bit of texturing, so it adds to it. But this one, super excited because it's called The Gardener's Bug Book, which I thought was so cute. So yeah, already been styling with these. They're amazing. And yeah, anytime I see them, I always pick them up. Okay, so we're gonna end today's haul with some pottery pieces. So first thing, not super exciting, but it's this really cool studio mug. Loved the tones. It's only $3.99. I probably had a coupon. So some of you may or may not know, I am actually selling. I have a few pieces in a brick and mortar store in downtown Portland called the Tiny Bramble Shop, and mugs are some of the best sellers in that shop. And so I don't sell these on Etsy because it just does not make sense for me because the margins are so small, but in a shop environment totally makes sense to sell these. And so I usually drop off a few during the month. So yeah, this one will be coming to that shop soon. Okay, so the next piece is not technically pottery, but I always think of it pottery in my mind because it is a vase and kind of has like that look, but it actually is definitely all metal. It has this beautiful brass, like inlay looking detail, and the color is amazing. This is cloisonne, which is very collectible. I have a few pieces. I've sold a few pieces. This piece I'm gonna keep because it actually technically comes with a very cute lid with a little point on top. At the store, there were two of them. One had a lid, one didn't, and the one that had a lid, the lid was broken. Like the cute little pointy piece on the top had like come off, and it was like dangling there with some tape. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy it without the lid because for styling, I thought it would look really, really pretty. I don't have a lot of saturated blue items like this. And so I thought, and vignettes and stuff, it would really add that like wow factor because of the color. So this will not be available in my Etsy shop. I'm probably going to keep it for styling purposes, but yeah, really, really thought it was beautiful. And I'm a sucker for this type of cloisonne. And I just, anytime I see it, I have to get it. So the last piece I picked up, well, actually this shirt, I also keep forgetting to tell you guys when I'm wearing something that I thrifted on my person when I'm filming. So this piece, this beautiful like button-up shirt with this really fun pattern. This I also got that day. So yes, this is part of the haul, I guess. But the final piece, which you guys will be really excited about, hopefully, I was like so ecstatic to find it, is this amazing Italian vase. So this is definitely mid-century Italian pottery. So I saw it on the shelf and I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. And honest to God, I thought, is that like IKEA or something? Because it just like the stripes on it are just so cute and colorful, and you just don't see this type of pottery very much. And that's because it was actually vintage and it's actually Italian pottery. So I pulled it off the shelf, and when I saw the bottom, I was like, ooh, yeah, that's starting to look good. And then when I peeled off the sticker and took it away, I realized it was made in Italy. And the other thing I did is While you're out thrifting, if you don't have the Google app downloaded on your phone, definitely do that, because you can use Google Lens, which is basically you just take a picture of this through the app and then it will show you similar items in search results, and then you can click through and find out what it is. So that's how you can very quickly identify a piece when you're out thrifting, and especially if you're a reseller, that's how you can identify comparable pieces to know whether or not it's like valuable and worth picking up. So yeah, this I thought was amazing. So yeah, definitely mid-century. It's in really good shape. It's very like iconic swirls and colors. These are usually selling for $100 or more online. This one was $7.49, which I thought was great. It only has like this one little flaw here, but largely it's like totally intact. And so of course I can just like turn it around and there we go. So yeah, I will not be selling this, I'm sorry, because I love Italian pottery. I'm such a sucker for Italian pottery. And so I just love Italy in general. It's my very favorite place to go visit when I can. So yeah, this piece will be added to my personal pottery collection. So I'm sorry, it will not be available to you guys. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what item was your favorite. I know it's a very eclectic haul per usual. So if it's gonna be available in my Etsy shop, usually I link it below, but if you don't see it below, you can always reach out to me and ask, because sometimes I don't get things up in time for the videos, because listing and filming and editing and all those things take a lot of time. And so sometimes I'm a little behind. I'll be honest, sometimes a little behind. If you're looking for thrifting and home decor content between my haul videos, you can follow me on Instagram. Thanks again for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next thrifting and decorating video. Take care.